Hello and welcome to the Every Other Saturday podcast. A brand new episode tonight, actually, not this week. Doing it straight after the Partick Thistle game. Just back for the Ibrox there. My camera's going all glitchy again. Sorry about
This Bray Wyatt shit, man.
that. Aye, there's maybe a problem, but um, anyway, minus the technical faults. Back for the Partick Thistle game.
Yes.
And a game that I thought was going to be pretty straightforward, pretty straight to the point. Maybe see some rotation in the side, maybe see 2, 3, 4 goals, but it wasn't to be because we're Rangers at the end of the day, and no matter what game we play, it always seems to be difficult. So, we'll take you through our thoughts about the happenings of the game, who we thought played well, who we thought played shite, because there was quite a few shiters in the other day. And we'll briefly talk about the Livingston game, what we would do at the team, because I think Michael Beale in his interview after the game rightfully said he got a lot of the team wrong today. Last week when we actually talked about the game and how we would play, I thought he would just go full strength, to be honest with you. I thought one game a week, make sure all your best players are fit, and I obviously give players a chance in that, but I think he got it completely wrong today with the team, but that's up to him. We'll show you, obviously, Tillman on the floor first. The major talking point, the major incident that's sort of going about football Twitter at the moment is this happening. I guess we'll talk about it first and just then we'll go on to the rest of the game. I mean, I'm sitting there right in front of it happening. I mean, at first I'm like, it's a bad tackle on Tillman, nearly an ankle breaker when you look at it. Cameras away again. But nearly an ankle breaker when you look at it. But it then goes out to play. Then I think Beale said Tillman didn't really keep up with the play and just went to press as normal. Took the ball off a guy, rounded the keeper, scored, and then he's immediately, as you see on the photo, on the floor. And then from then, I don't even know what was happening. I mean, was the goal standing? Was it getting chopped off? Like, was it a foul? What even happened? And then the next thing I know, they're all just running through the defence and getting them a goal, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? What was your interpretation of what happened?
Obviously, I was watching it, mate. Well, no, I mean, I could understand. Tillman, first off, I mean, was fantastic all game for me, man of the match for me personally. So obviously gets the ball and then he puts it in the back of the net, on the back of the flare. Good to see that some of the boys had his back. I was a bit concerned, you know what I mean? I know one or two of the boys in our team are a bit soft, like, do you know what I mean? So I was a bit concerned with that, but no, it was clear what happened, mate. Fucking, they were playing on and fucking Tillman just get the ball, put the ball in the net, and obviously Michael Beale's decided, nah, just give him the goal back, which I didn't agree with at all because it wasn't like the ball was out of player. He did anything wrong, he just carried on
But
with the
then the
game.
player, the Partick Thistle player, then touched the ball, meaning that the ball was
Aye,
in play. So rightfully, Tillman went and
he's
took the
right,
ball.
got the ball and he's fucking put it in the back of the net, by the way. And the way that he put it in the back of the net, that was some sweating in FIFA, by the way that fucking done two or three of them there. And then put it
Aye,
in.
I know.
So,
I seen it. I thought obviously, he's touched the ball. Then the balls came back out.
mm.
He's in play, and I don't feel like he done anything
Oh,
wrong.
no,
I
he didn't
can
do anything wrong.
understand maybe for a manager's point of view the unsportsmanship of the
Mm.
the way he done it or whatever, but
Well,
surely that would go to VAR, or surely a referee's decision would make them mind up a bit if the goal should be stood or if it should be obviously
I mean,
taken
Jack,
away.
let's not get VAR involved because they gave an absolutely wrong decision with the penalty for Partick Thistle. So let's not get that involved. But I mean, it happened to them. I thought Partick Thistle were a group of bastards today, really. I really did. I thought they were just fucking
It's typical when a team comes to Ibrox though. They always just try and
of course. But
disrupt us, pick up fouls, and sort of, as you've seen the day, kind of lose their head
exactly.
towards the end of the game, which obviously coming Partick Thistle, massive away support, being in a good position in a cup tie at Ibrox doesn't really happen too often. So they're obviously maybe a bit lifted in the emotions of the game and maybe nearly beating us, and if you get what I mean there. But
No,
I
I get
think the incident was just, as you see it and you maybe hear Michael Beale talk about it, he said the standards of the club and whatever, but I personally don't agree that we should have done that, because if that's Partick Thistle, do they give us
they're
a
no
goal
one
back? I
get
don't think they
Mali.
do. I don't think
They'll go be
anybody in Scottish football would give us a goal back, to be fair. I get what he's meaning. Try to be the nice guy in the situation. Ian McCall, the Partick Thistle manager, apparently really good friends with Michael Beale. It's not a pals act, mate. You're
aye.
the Rangers manager now. Like
Well,
it's not that kind of thing. But I can understand to a degree why he did it
you
because
can.
of it. But
At the end of the day, fuck that. Do you know what I mean? We're here to go through it into the cup and bring more silverware to the club.
could you imagine we get beat in that? Like they'd went up and scored and made it 3-2 instead of us.
I don't really want to think about that, to be fair.
I imagine first after talking about that was just chaos. We'll go through the team. Al McGregor back in goals, rightfully so, and should be until the end of the season. Let's be honest here. I can't see John McLaughlin in goals anymore. Robbie McCrory's just away in the wilderness, so he'll never
Oh, he
be
was
getting
at
a
the
game.
fan zone the day, was he not? It was him and
Oh,
Lund.
fan zone now. That kind of means he's packing his bags soon, then, doesn't it? Obviously, Lundstrom's injured, that's why he's there. But if you're in the fan zone, it kind of means, that's you. See you later. But McGregor made a couple of good saves a day actually in the first half. Two in particular, I remember one really good one.
Double save, wasn't it?
I kind of quickly after each other. Penalty, obviously, couldn't do anything about that one, but I thought he was much better the day. I like to be sort of dive at the end as well, kind of typical Al McGregor in it. You just expect him to be that way. And then it rapidly goes downhill when James Tavernier is mentioned, because that was one of the most awful performances I've seen for him all season. I mean, it's no question he's been poor this season. He's never really hit the heights that we all expect. Tavernier, the captain of the club, but for me, I just think he's running on empty. His deliveries into the box are they're tragic, to be honest with you. His attempts at goal are always too much power on the shot over the bar half the time.
Penalty was disgusting. Penalty was absolutely woeful.
The penalty, I forgot that even happened, and amongst all the madness, the penalty, like, I get put it down the middle, but like, awful penalty. He just can't do anything right at the moment, Tavernier. I think he's been shocking, and the only reason he's playing is because he's a captain.
Well, he's captain, and there's no really a number two there, is there, really, if we're being honest? Do you know what I mean? Obviously, we get the young lad there divining that, but do you know what I mean? You can't. Tavernier's such a big player for us. You can't just drop him. I mean, he does. To me, he needs a rest, as I say. If you know what I mean, you think about the time when he wasn't well and what have you, training and sort of locker rooms and that, staying away for the team. He's obviously been a captain there and what have you, but I just think he's all season he's been woeful, man. And he's one of them, as we said. Lundstrom, he was another one that was carrying knocks as well. You never know with Tav as well. He could be. I just think he needs a rest, and we really should have brought another right back in, maybe just a bit.
Because it's obvious that Michael Beale and previous management haven't trusted anyone to sort of rotate with Tavernier. I think Adam Devine, as we've said before, is a good prospect and one for the future, definitely. If he can push on and he could really make that position his own one day, but I just feel like you need to match the quality, and I don't think he's got that yet. I think you need to bring someone that you look at the left back position. Barisic had again a poor game of the day, I thought, but you've got Yilmaz when he comes back from injury. You've got two competing there, they're really good quality, and you could pick either one of them, you'd be happy. Whereas on the right backside, it's really only Tavernier. You're not really comfortable if Devine steps in. So I definitely, if they don't see a longevity plan for Devine, I'd be looking to get somebody real quality in at right back. Somebody to push him, because he's been awful.
He's been awful, as you say, but it's just the fact that he's one of them that knows he's going to start every week, obviously being the captain, whatever. But you need that competition there. You need that somebody keep you on your tiptoes. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Barisic, don't get me started. I mean, I know we have the banter and all that on here, but he's got to be gone this summer. I've had enough of Barisic. I've had enough of another two on here as well. I've had enough of Kamara. I just think it's time. I think he should have probably moved on in January. And obviously we'll get on to Cholak as well. I just don't feel that maybe Michael Beale will fancy him as much as previous with Gio, but I just don't think Michael Beale. For me, I just don't think he's going to be there. I think he'll be gone this summer.
No, I think going on to the left back after Tavernier, Barisic in the first half was just as shite baggery as I could ever expect. Against a championship opposition, he's getting turned inside out. He's not wanting to commit himself to a tackle. Just laughably bad, to be honest. The quicker Yilmaz is back, the better. I can't watch Barisic anymore. I wouldn't expect him to be back for another month and a half or something. Michael Beale said 3 weeks, but by the time he gets up to speed and actually gets a start, can't see it for being for a while anyway. So Barisic will have to play there for the now. But it was quite a bullshit performance. You're used to it though with Barisic these days. He'll have his one good game in however many games, but I thought he was poor. Davies again, I thought he was quite poor the day. I thought Sands actually outshone him the day in the centre half position. I thought Davies was slack with his passing. I thought he was maybe nervous, to be honest, to be the leader in the back line. He's obviously used to having Goldson next to him. I thought he had a couple of good tackles and clearances and whatever such, but I thought he had largely quite a poor game today, which is unexpected for Davies. But again, coming into a different centre half partnership that he's maybe not used to, maybe that'll take effect. But the man next to him, Sands, I thought was good. I thought he won his duels well. I thought he was quite hard in the tackle. Similarly, Sands at centre back, he'll maybe gift the opportunity the Partick Thistle players a couple of times. He was maybe a bit slack, but I thought largely as a whole, I thought he'd done really well. It's saying he's got a goal next to him. Seen on Twitter it said own goal. I'm giving it to Sands. Sands get the goal, got the winner. So happy for him to step in and put a good performance in.
Not only that, but it's the NFL tonight, mate. He get NFL tackled in the first half and all for that big fucking lanky cunt and all. He get clattered and he still got up the US Donny. So no, I'm happy for him. I always back the guy. I don't think we'll sign him, but as I say, I know for 5 million, but just a really when he's asked to go, that's why I like him. Do you know what I mean? He's a real hard worker. Davies, as you say, I just think we all know who the number one is, and it's Connor Goldson. MD that plays with Connor Goldson, you're going to have that confidence, how vocal and how much a leader he is right beside you. But he wasn't at his best today, Davies. But as I say, it's all about Sands, baby.
Aye, and it was immediately everybody was like, "Oh, Sands starting," and then even at half time when I went on Twitter, it was like sub half these players off, sub Sands off, and I was like, "Why Sands?" I can understand maybe at times Sands isn't everybody's cup of tea. He's not personally my cup of tea at centre half either, but when he's there and he's playing, he didn't put a foot wrong today in the first half. He was one of the only players I thought that didn't do anything wrong. And I think he's just always going to be that scapegoat. But nice to see him get a goal, we'll say, and obviously put on a decent performance. Glenn Kamara was poor. Thought he was really slack the day as well, to be honest. Similar to Davies. I don't think he's been bad under Beale at all. I think he's been good whenever he's played. But personally, this was one of his poorer games, I'd say, today.
I was just it's the same, mate. We were expecting you. Obviously, last week we were talking about playing your starting 11, you know what I mean, your strongest 11. You've only got one game throughout the week. Do you know what I mean? You're expecting them to come out Firegate. I thought for the first couple of minutes, and whatever, it looked a bit decent. There was some nice link up playing that, but after that, went down the drain, didn't it? But I just I don't know, man. I just think it's maybe just time for one or two of these players to move on who have been here for quite a while, and I think Kamara's definitely one of them for me.
Nah, maybe so, and I think maybe in the summer that might come a reality, but. The man next to him today making his full debut.
Sensational.
Absolutely fantastic debut, by the way.
By the way, I like that. Fuck, the balls he was playing today as well, and just the vision and what have you, and the aggressiveness as well to win it back. Wasn't he taking shit for MD as well? That's
but also the pace he played the game at as well. He was just getting the ball and he was quick with it. Like I feel that's what happened in the first half a bit. Like far too slow on the ball at times. I think we're just so predictable what we do. Where he came in and he was spraying about passes. He was quick and he was aggressive on the ball, and I liked Raskin's performance today. I think he'll be fine in the middle of the park. Maybe just that energy we really need.
He's got balls. That's why I texted he's got balls, because genuinely, mate, he took the game by the fucking skin. He was like, fuck this pish. The pace on him as well, as I say, mate. Fucking, but a real top player, and I'm looking forward to watching him for the rest of the season, man. I'm looking forward to seeing him really get up to speed.
Nah, me too. I think good full debut, and then even when he came on last weekend for 10 odd minutes, again, he was really good.
Just obviously we're going to go. I don't know who you're going to go into next, Hadji or Cadwell, but I've got to say, if we're just going on to Cadwell next, I mean, I'm patient with the guy's a quality player. I'm patient with him, but I felt he's invisible today in the game. I didn't think he was in the game at all.
He just checks back too much. He gets the ball and he's always looking for who's behind him. He's never really trying to drive forward today.
You fucking idiot. That's why we fucking paid for you. Get fucking forward. I want you putting the ball in the fucking net. Too many times where you think yourself, come on. But I just thought he wasn't in the game at all. This is a kind of game where I'm expecting a player like this to show his quality. Do you know what I mean?
But then I think that's maybe, obviously he was kind of played out wide. He said when he joined the club, he prefers playing centrally, and he's played centrally the past few games.
In the middle, but still, when he's at the centre half position, he still puts a fucking shift in. I don't care where he wants to play. He's been chose to play there. Do you know what I mean? Fucking put the shift in. But as I say, mate, I just thought he would have maybe a fucking had a couple of assists today. That's all. But
But then
yeah,
again, you can also put that down to just how poor the first half was in
exactly.
general. Like nothing happened. It was just, I don't think it was personally his or Hadji's fault, to be honest, for the first half. I think it was just a whole collective
Well,
effort where we just weren't at
yeah,
it.
listen, Jan,
Hadji, I think it was just too early to start him, to be honest.
Haji, I would have maybe brought on second half or what have you. I'd have probably started Kent personally. But I'm just a bit haircut wise there. I know I'm going to talk about haircuts and all that, but I'm like, yo, boy, where's the whole slick back and the sexiness you usually bring, boy? Where is this? No, but it was good to see him play anyway. I don't think it's good to see him getting the minutes on a part, and just hopefully when he gets himself fully back, we'll see his real quality.
That's basically what it is. 45 minutes in the tank again, and he can hopefully start providing for us. I thought he had a couple of decent moments a day in the left hand side, but you can clearly see he's maybe not ready to start games yet. So
That myself, see when that boy tackled him that was on loan for Livy for them. See when he tackled him behind, I shot myself. I thought, fucking hell, he's injured him.
it's what it's going to be like for a while, I think, with
Um,
Hadji as soon as he gets any tackle.
there's Uncle Howdy again.
You know. Cholak, though, I spoke to you at half time. Obviously, got us back on level terms. First half, invisible. Like you're saying about Cantwell being invisible. Cholak, for me,
I know.
at times when he plays up front, and I don't see what he offers. To be honest, when he's not got, like, obviously second half he had Roof up there with him. I thought he'd done a lot better. I don't think he works as a lone number 9. We've seen it too many times under Gio in the Champions League, for instance, away from home and that. He was just isolated, nothing happening. I felt like that was pretty much the first half for him today. Obviously, nice to see him get a header. If you put it on the plate for him, he'll more than likely score it. But I thought it's just when you compare him to Roof and you compare him to Morelos, I think he offers you maybe the least in terms of the all-round play.
No, definitely. I would agree. And he should have scored that one in the second half as well, where Keemar played him through. And he just hot it. I thought, drive a wee bit more, put it in the bottom corner. But no, I'm same as you. I think he needs a partner up there. And as you say, Champions League wise, we've seen that. He just wasn't, he just lost. Like I lost with Lamb up there. But mate, to be fair, it's all about Tillman. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's why I left him at last.
Well, I know, but I'm sorry, but can we just talk about it, man? It's if we don't sign this guy, I don't know what I'm going to do, man, because the day, especially as I say, mate, I just thought full quality defending coming back. Just everything about his game today, mate, it was sensational.
Nah, just I don't have words anymore because seeing him today, I think he's one of the best players I've seen at Ibrox. Period. Well, I think he's so talented. I think he just gets the ball and he just glides by people. He just like 4 or 5 people around him and he still ends up coming out with the ball. Gets another goal today, as we've spoke about before, rightfully or wrongfully. He get a goal. I think that's him now bettered or equalled Joe Aribo's best season for Rangers in February, which is obviously fantastic for him. And I just phone Bayern now. Just be like, look, he's here already. Send the money and let that be that, because he is just. I don't even know what to say anymore. He's just such a fantastic quality player, and what we've been kind of crying out for years, a guy that can put the work in, put the shift in, and also score goals, assist. He can obviously play multiple different positions as well. He's best obviously in the middle of the park where he can just create and drive at people. Obviously, for the penalty that we end up missing as well, it's his sort of turn of pace that gets us into the box, and obviously wins the penalty that way. Probably should have had one at the very last minutes of the game as well. He should have scored, but can't fault him. I think probably one of his most complete performances, I would say, the day had ever.
I should have it on the day, 100%. And also physicality wise as well. When he first came, you know what I mean, he was a bit thing, but you can see he's starting to get the physicality. He's showing his strength a lot more as well, which is good to see as well. But just as I say, mate, complete performance today. You could have chose between also him. I'm not going to botch his name. I'm Raskin, or you could have chose.
Oh, there you go, Raskin.
It's a fucking don't you? You could have fucking picked Sands or whatever. But no, Tillman today, mate. As I say, I'm just a bit nervous that I don't want to put out there in the universe or whatever. But I tell you what, I will be devastated if we don't sign this guy and he ends up going to like Wolfsburg or something. Do you know what I mean? On loan or something like that. You rip your heart out. Do you know what I mean?
No, but going by when we signed him, we've apparently got the exclusive option. So
We'll use it. That's what I'm
activate
saying.
activate that Ross
People
Wilson
put
right
it down.
now.
Do you know what I mean?
Um,
Get the contract out, put it on the table, give him whatever he wants. Do you know what I'm saying?
anything, and it goes for the same for Ryan Kent as well, because Beale made the changes at half time that he should have. Kemar Roof came back on. It was really good to see him back. Probably should have scored straight away. He fluffed that one, but I think Roof's all round play and just quality player. He definitely made an impact. But then, as you see, without Goldson, without Kent, without Morelos, this team really does show its fragility at times. And especially through that first half, like I think I was saying to my dad next. I think that's the first time I've ever saw Connor Goldson warm up at Ibrox on the bench. I can't remember a time where he was ever on the bench. So it was obviously strange to see. And although Sam's done a good job, it's imperative that Goldson starts every single game possible that we can play, because he's so vital. Kent, when he comes on, just gets his taking over. There was no pace in the front line the first half. He just provides everything going forward, and I thought he came on, made a good impact. I can't even remember the other sub, to be honest with you. Ryan Jack obviously came on for Raskin.
Um,
And
Morelos.
then Morelos, he came on as well. Didn't really do much, but we're through. It was wild. It was probably harder than we ever had to make it, but we're through to the next round of the cup. Obviously, want to retain the cup as well. I was feeling the worst actually watching the game, thinking, "Oh, is this our like Aberdeen Darvel moment here?" But no, we ended up getting over the line. Beale maintains that record. He unbeaten, and obviously then we move on to Livingston. Maybe a bit early to talk about the Livingston game, but we may as well just get out there, talk about it, and then that's that. Because going into this one, it needs to be the full strength team.
Look at that quality midfielder there that's on the screen there. I'm missing this guy.
No, I had to pick Tom Lawrence. It was getting sad not seeing the guy, but obviously he started that one. We were in the Livingston end actually that day. Quite enjoyed that. It was a good laugh. Ended up winning that 2-1. First game of the season, seems like ages ago, to be honest with you, that happened. But got the win that day, and we need to go and get the win again in the league. It has to be full strength. There's no way you can do anything else. I would Raskin has to play.
Oh, he's got it.
Don't care if Kamara is play or Raskin has to play, and especially in a game like this where you need energy and you need not fanning about in the ball. I think Kamara and Lundstrom do that too much, and I think the two in midfield will be needed here. It's going to be a battle up there. Cantwell, I think he comes back in. Morelos, probably start up front, and then Goldson. I think that might be the team that plays the final. I think he might go away. I think he'll go with Lundstrom and Jack personally, even no matter if Raskin's playing well or whatever. But I think that's near enough the team.
He's sensational as Raskin. I just think he's quality. I know it was his first full debut, but you've got to play him. You've got to play him. As you say, too many other midfielders fanning about in the ball. I can't have that. We have to go full strength. I was a bit shocked to see Livingston get beat 3-0 after Inverness.
At home as well, I know.
They would have done a bit better than that, but definitely full strength. And you never know, you might see us in the Livy away end.
You just need to keep winning games, to be honest. And then obviously the week after it, you've got the final. So we really need to go into this game, win it, play well, and then obviously look ahead to that. And then it's Hibs away after that. So the games will become thick and fast again. But
I wouldn't mind also maybe Kemar there as well. Kemar would be a good option. Just not kind of game that's going to be dogged scrappy.
Mm-hmm.
My boy's always a good option.
Of course. And you want to get him playing as much as you can.
You need a goal, just call Jimmy Sands.
Jimmy Sands is the man of the day. But it was a wild game. Talk about it straight off the cuff. Sorry about my camera. I'll hopefully get that fixed for next time. Glitching like fuck here. I don't know what is happening with it. But if you did enjoy the episode, like, subscribe, share for us. Let us know your thoughts on the game. Should Beale have done what he did, or should he have just let it be and let Tillman obviously score the winner for the game? But let us know, and we'll be back next week to cover Livingston and then look ahead to obviously the final against Celtic. See you then.